Hi, this is Ryan with Optrua. Thanks for joining us, and today we're going to be covering Copilot for Sales. In the last video of this series, Smarter Systems, we were going through some Q&A around what people think smarter systems might look like and how they might help. Today we're going to be jumping into productivity-saving techniques and tools that we can find in Copilot for Sales. Let's jump in. Okay, so a common thing that's confusing to us and everybody that I talk to is, what's the difference between Copilot and Copilot for Sales? And it is kind of nuanced, but the big thing is the Dynamics database. So when you go into Dynamics 365, you have a rich collection of data. You have leads and accounts and contacts and all the history and activities, this stuff that you've been dealing with. And Copilot for itself does use the Microsoft Graph, which is access to your files and email. But Copilot itself does not access the Dynamics data. Our hope with these videos is that we provide great content for you guys. We love poking around the new stuff, seeing what's available, seeing what works, what doesn't. And if you run into things, have questions, I'm sure other people would benefit as well. Let us know and we'll happily answer those in the next video that we produce. And so what you get with Copilot for Sales is you get all of the rich data that you have from the Microsoft Graph engine, which is your files, your email, all of the communication things that are happening outside of Dynamics. And then with Copilot for Sales, you tie in all the interactions that are within your Dynamics 365 sales or CRM system. And that could be, you're pulling in information from other users, you're pulling in a rich history of accounts and contacts and sales and opportunities and quotes. And the Copilot for Sales is bringing that all together in one place to give you the richest amount of information that you can then take action on and hopefully move your deals down the pipeline faster. Just like everybody, businesses are seeing AI come at them from all angles. It's showing up in software, it's showing up, in processes, in your day-to-day stuff, it's showing up in dynamic sales, as you would hope. And where it's going to help us is getting through the things that are more mundane, the things that take administrative overhead. They're going to help us reduce the time it takes to do certain tasks. And it might only be that it's saving us maybe 5 or 10 minutes on a task, but you stack that up a couple of times a day. Maybe you're saving 15, 20 minutes a day, and then you're saving that day over day, month after month. And then all of a sudden, hey, you're now being able to do more work, do more quality work, have less things fall through the cracks. And so it's really enabling us as the users to do more quality work and produce more results. And when you do that from a sales perspective, the bottom line is that you sell more. And so I think for the reason that I'm excited about Copilot for Sales is that I can see how it's already going to help the organizations I work with sell more. And that's the whole point of sales. Okay, so like I had mentioned, I've logged in as an administrator for Copilot for Sales. And once you do, you'll see in the Copilot for Sales area of Teams, you'll have, you click on that, and then you'll get to settings. And there's a number of new settings, and I expect more to be coming out on a very regular basis because they are. And so I'll show the things that are like really released right now. There's a number of features, specifically Sales Agent, that we'll cover in another video in the future that is coming out and will be pretty exciting. But let's go through the basics first. So to get started, there's just a couple of little simple toggle buttons. And so you'll have to turn on or turn off Copilot for Sales. Obviously, we're demoing Copilot for Sales, so we want it on. Then under the collaboration spaces, this is a preview feature. So this is talking about something related to tasks and planner. I'll leave that alone for now. This is just a duplicate of what was in that very first tab, just turning it on and allowing you to store emails and other preview features that are being turned on. But let's really get to kind of the Save to Dynamics 365 and the Forms area. So here, there's two main pieces, emails and meetings. And so both of those are turned on. And I also allow, you saw me demonstrate saving attachments. And so I've turned that on in both cases. And there's an additional field that you can categorize things. I'm not showing that today. I'll show that in a future video. And then there's a newer preview feature at the bottom that we're able to connect Teams with Dynamics, and that'll be something, again, for another video. But let me go through this Forms area and show you, like right now, we have contacts, accounts, and leads, and the ability to quickly share records in Outlook. So let's just go through and take a look at accounts, for example. So here, a couple of things that you can check out is the checkboxes for, and I showed you the ability to link and create records directly from within Copilot for Sales. Those are those first two checkboxes. And then the other important thing is this view that's listed up here. I've selected active accounts, one of the standard default views from Dynamics, and it will put on the fields that are in that view in the top-down order. Here you can turn on and turn off of those fields if they're not required by the business rules. For example, in my system, the account name and the relationship are both required. And so those need to be turned on, and I can't turn them off. But I could say, well, okay, from the Outlook experience, I want to make the rating required, or I want to omit the owner. I don't want to have that shown on the form. Those things can be done. And then I want to add, there was a little card at the bottom of where the person's name was, like what the relationship type is maybe, and who the owner of that particular record is. So once I've made my choices there, I would just simply hit publish, and then those new choices are going to show up in the Outlook experience. Okay, the other thing I wanted to just mention is I had mentioned previously when I was demoing that the lead was not default. Notice that I could remove this from my interface if I wanted to, and that I have the option of adding another type. So for example, if I wanted to add cases or a custom object to the Outlook experience, I would just simply click Add Record Type, like in the example of cases. From the database perspective, they're called incidents. So I would pull up the incidents object and then just go through and select the view, select the fields, and then I could use that in the searches and the way that I connect records within Copilot for Sales. I'm going to go ahead and leave that off for now. And that's the high level customization. Okay, so that wraps up most of the functionality that's in this video. There'll be more coming up, like I had mentioned, Sales Agent. There's a lot of Copilot stuff happening. We'll be doing videos within Dynamics talking about all the Copilot and Copilot for Sales stuff that's coming. But just the whole main point of Copilot for Sales is that it's a Outlook extension. It adds functionality to where you work and live all day long. It allows you to use Outlook as your CRM, where you don't have to as much go over to CRM, update records, copy and paste emails or calendar items, and you can use the power of Teams and the Teams meetings to get really rich information that you're either putting into CRM as notes, or you're acting on as tasks, or sending out as like email confirmations of what's going on. So all of this is meant to help you save time and do more work with the existing tools that you already have. So with the pace of technology, even this Copilot for Sales video is new. Chances are you might see it a couple of weeks from now, 3-4 weeks, or some number of months from now. And if you do, just understand that your experience might be a little bit different that I'm showing you because the buttons may have changed, the behavior might have changed, something might have been added or removed. And my recommendation would be to just play with it, understand the general concepts, and know that it's right now it's an evolving thing and everybody's going through this. And so my best recommendation would be to just, don't take it too seriously. Click the buttons, see what they do, and have some fun with it. So that wraps up our Copilot for Sales video for today. As mentioned in the video, there will be lots of add-ons, sales agent, new functionality. We'll be updating this as we go. If there's something that you like that would like to see in a future video, please leave us a comment below. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that so you'll get all of our newest content that comes out. Thanks for watching.